Constitution seminar series is a group of presentations I put together to try to understand better what's in the Constitution. And really there's three reasons I did it. First, I want people to know and understand what's in the Constitution, to know what the actual words of the Constitution say and what they mean. Secondly, I want to focus on the positive and what's good in politics. And the Constitution is the essence of what is good in our government. Thirdly, in this upside-down world we find ourselves in, politically, everything is always turbulent and all over the place. I want people to know there's an anchor they can hold on to, something that's sure and steady that they can put their confidence in. So I guess I'll expound on each one of those points. First of all, if you're anything like me, you love the Constitution. You have a great respect for it. I knew it was written by godly men and it had true principles in it, but when I was honest with myself, I really had no idea what it said. And so I accepted it as a great document, but I didn't know it was the great document because I didn't know what was in it. I had a hard time understanding what the Constitution actually meant until I started to look at it and explore it by topic. And when I looked at it by topic, that's when I really started to understand what it meant. So I kind of had 4 steps that I went through to help me understand, what does this great document mean when it says these things? What does it mean? The first step is I tried to find some definitions. Understand, go to Webster's 1828 dictionary, find definitions that related to the topic I was looking at, and get that basis. What do these words mean that are there in the Constitution? Secondly, I gathered as many quotes as I could from the Founding Fathers that related to that topic to get an idea of what they thought, these good men that gave us our Constitution. Next, I compiled and went through the whole Constitution and found the actual text in the Constitution, what the different words, the different clauses in it that applied to the topic I was studying. Lastly, I compared and contrasted modern day issues and events with the Constitution to see how it applied in today's world. And the result was this lecture series called In the Constitution. And with the help and support of great Wyomingites and others, I've decided to change these and turn these presentations from PowerPoint presentations into a DVD series. To my second point, the second reason for doing this Constitution series, most people think of politics and government as dirty and corrupt and nothing they want to be a part of. But with the solid foundation of the Constitution, I think we can change our perspective and see that this is a great opportunity to get involved and do good things and help people and change the world. It's a great opportunity. We need good people to be active in politics, and we need them to know that the solid foundation, the goodness is out there, is in the Constitution. That's what can guide them in what they do. I found that once I had a good idea and understanding of the foundational principles of the Constitution, that I started to have more faith and more hope, and it started to encourage me to look for the good in what's going on around us. And faith and hope are stimulants. They give us courage and motivate us to action. I want others to have the same feelings of optimism and excitement about getting involved in politics and government. So I've tried to focus on the good of the Constitution. What's good in it? I only want to mention what's wrong in our politics and government in reference to what's right in the Constitution, not to dwell on it. We might need to mention the bad in order to kind of see where we've strayed from the Constitution, where we need to be, but dwelling on what's wrong tends to bring fear and frustration, which leads to apathy and anger, and that doesn't help anyone. That's not going to help our country. So we want to focus on, I'm trying to focus on what's good in the Constitution, the beauty of that document, and how that can bring optimism and positive feelings and action to our daily lives. To my third point, the Constitution is full of principles and concepts that offer solutions to today's issues. That's what's so cool. It's amazing. The Constitution offers solutions to today's problems. It really is there. And why is that? It's because the Constitution is written based on godly principles and human nature. A very common argument you hear today is that the Constitution is organic. It's got to change with the times. It's living and breathing. Well, the fact of the matter is times do change. It's true. But some things don't change. Human nature, principles of freedom, those things don't change. And the Constitution is written based on human nature. And regardless of the clever reasonings of politicians, you can't legislate away human nature or principles of freedom any more than you can legislate away gravity. Gravity doesn't care what laws talk about or what legislation is passed. Gravity always works. Same thing with human nature and principles of freedom. They're the same. They don't change, and our Constitution is written based on those principles that are timeless. If you're like me, you may feel like you can't possibly keep up with all the current events and issues that are going on, and that's why it's so good to have a single source you can turn to. That single source is the Constitution, to give you that perspective, that understanding of how to view things, to form that proper perspective and see things as they really are. You'll hear me say this over and over in the series. We're a republic. A republic means rule of law. Our law is the Constitution. And when we understand what's in the Constitution, those principles that are found there, we can apply those principles to candidates, to elections, to issues, to legislation, to current events to help guide us. And because we're a rule of law, it's no longer a conversation over opinions. It's a conversation and should be based and revolve around the Constitution, because that's our law. That's what we talk about. So I hope you enjoy the journey we're about to embark on together, a journey to learn and understand the beauty of the document God gave us through our founding fathers, a journey to understand what's in the Constitution.